Yo, what is good, everybody? What is good, yo? So, with this week of a certain magical index, I am relatively surprised that everybody we pretty much see in this week's episode, um, it felt so much like a filler, like they were literally just going to allow this guy to pretty much, live his life out and just be able to chill. Um, yeah, that was not the case. um, from going from being one of the most chilling episodes to like it was one of the episodes that felt like, oh man, this is actually, this is the show that I used to watch. Like he's actually enjoying himself again. But little did I know, it was all going to end in an abrupt way. Holy crap, man. Just seeing with the recurrence of the girl who was with him who was fighting against one of the god seats, like one of the right seats or left seats or up seats or the back seat. After fighting him and pretty much getting slapped, uh, and then actually coming out alive, it was clear that, a lot of people uh, either, underestimated their powers or like who was the guy who was supposed to be all knowing about it kind of got surprised. I think he was more surprised by what, was actually being dealt to him through someone like at that age who's coming up with ideas and stuff like that on the fly. I think Toma really gave a scare to this organization so much so that even with them attacking just him, it almost like doesn't make sense to other people, which is hilarious. Um, I mean, this man has been single-handedly somehow stopping organizational movement. Like he sometimes has fought people that literally should not have been able to been taken out by just one person in general, or let alone a kid. um, so to get all this information about Toma in the sense of how much of a threat he is to these people and that they're making their moves and they're pretty much about to take him out any uh, any way necessary. It draws this narrative of whenever they uh, whenever they get this close to taking him out, he's he gets stronger, like he gets mad. Like you don't you wouldn't like him when he's angry, like. And then the whole cutting off the right arm thing, I did want to look more into this because there was some stuff that I definitely had forgotten, and that, oh Lord, um, and that they definitely have further like shown in the show, just just how much they're willing to like what these people are willing to do, pretty much. Let's get rid of her for someone that could revive. Okay. But with that being said, I honestly did not expect, like we saw Index, we saw Bug Zapper, we saw, the return of the girl that was really cute and all that stuff. Like the bodyguard girl was absolutely adorable this week, and maybe pretty jealous that he had someone like that. And it also seemed like those guys felt the same way who were protecting her, but at the same time, they seemed like they were trying to figure out something about her powers or under the brawl. You guys watched the episode. You know what I'm talking about. But with that being said, it was funny to me to know that we could be looking very close to Toma either awakening some kind of power, or Toma just really sitting down and figuring out, like, you are getting targeted by people who are god tier. This man seemingly was like disappearing into every shadow, I felt like. And that's the other thing I felt like I forgot is, if they explained how he fights, I completely forgot how he fights. Um, the guy who attacks Toma this week and absolutely just obliterates him and shows him that he's like literally a kid. Um, it just felt weird to know that we've seen this guy, and supposedly, and Toma's beat this guy, or like, he's dealt with him, and I can't put my finger on it. And of course, when I go back and watch this, someone's gonna already have commented like everything I need to know. But for me, and just how I like to do my reviews and how I like to be honest with you guys, it doesn't feel really honest to me, for me not to know like these types of things. So it's definitely something I'm gonna look into myself. But feel free to drop it down in the comments as well. For anybody else who might not get the information from me, hopefully they can not roast me and get the information at least by coming to this video. Um, but yeah, with Toma truly just getting absolutely annihilated this week, I think it was a good showing of what the show kind of lacked, in the sense of the disappearance of Toma, kind of like he just straight up was done, like he did something with the girl at the very beginning, and then we translated over to someone else, so that's just how good the show can easily, jump from people to people seemingly, or seamlessly, without really causing any fuss, in my opinion. Like, the episode was still, all the episodes prior up to this one were still really good. It's just there's no comparing it when you got someone like Toma, who, we know and love, and we got, Bug Zapper and all these people showing up, um, to really give us the feeling of, just overall the camaraderie and stuff like that. The whole feeling of having the family back, sort of deal. Sorry, I'm uploading a video, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, right now. So if you are watching this right now and you haven't checked that out, could you please check it out and drop a like? Thank you so much. Um, but yeah, like just seeing everybody back together and knowing that everybody's, doing all right and stuff like that. That was definitely something I like to see as a fan, as someone who's just, just watching in particular. And when I see that, it goes to show that, they understand us as much as we expect. Like, everybody wanted to see Index. The show used to be about her. Everybody wants to see Bug Zapper. She's getting a third season. You know, and including, we wanted to see Accelerator, which they've already gave us. So to think that the magical, a certain magical index series is actually the the true content of it all, when you start to see these other shows that have, content that's quite the same, that has the same characters in it, but it's nowhere near like sometimes the same storyline. Like, there's completely different things popping off within their story comparing the two. Um, and I just think it's funny, that it works so well, that so many people wanted the Railgun series to come back. So many people wanted even more, and they're going to get it with the addition of Accelerator's own spin-off series, which is absolutely nuts to me. Like, what all can they do with Accelerator that they aren't already doing? Like, that type of stuff blows my mind, and I love it. I love that they go above and beyond with these types of content, because not only is there an audience for it, but I almost forgot that the Railgun Girl was even a character in the certain magical index until Toma like shows up and actually does. I'm like, I think they're just making her own show, you know, and then Toma shows up like 3, 4 episodes in or something, and or you know, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a, a conjoined universe. It's the Marvel universe. So absolutely outstanding job this week with just making me feel like it was actual filler. I thought I was in for literally the like one of the most bashed reviews where people are like, "How could you call this a good episode? This was just filler. You're lying just because you like it. You're biased or something." Because I'm gonna be honest regardless. So um, to see this turn into this ultimate slaughter of Toma and even the slaughter of the crew of people trying to protect him, uh, absolutely, they got me. Oh wow, just like that guy got me. I brought in the worst characters. I gotta just fight with this guy. But yeah, so I really honestly hope that wherever this goes in the future, um, we already know which one's the main, like the continuity one. We know which one is supposed to get all the craziest stuff happening to it. But with them being so generous to all the other seasons too, I'm pretty sure you guys want to stay tuned and for all of them, just in case something pops off. And if that is something you guys want for this channel, if you guys want me to cover the spin-offs, I definitely can look into that. I don't have a problem with it, seeing how I already like the shows, and that's not to mention that I don't know what is coming out the same time as the spin-offs. So let's say that there's literally nothing out on those days, or there's just no real anime we're talking about out, then it's even going to fit in more perfectly to have those spin-offs. And we even have references to the main series to go off of because we watched it all together. So yeah, guys, that's kind of left in your hands. Whether or not you want it or not is up to you guys and up to just like how the channel goes about enjoying it and whatnot. So let me know if that's something you guys do want, or if it's something you guys don't really mind or care. Or just put it all in my hands, whatever the case. Um, I will try to do well by you guys and get you some great quality content. But with all that being said, I will talk to you guys in the next one. I have dropped a lot of videos for you. I wanted to get out that Yu Yu Hakusho one on a day where there wasn't much going on, because I feel like that being one of the shows that literally made me feel some way about anime, I needed to put that in a special place, or not in a special place. I needed to at least do that so people knew when you come to this channel and you see something like Yu Yu Hakusho, um, I that's something that is a part of me and something that I carry on throughout like all my reviews and stuff. So uh, thank you everybody who watched. I will be talking to you in the next one if you choose to subscribe, and if you drop a like, it will greatly help the channel to get more people to join us and add to these conversations. Their inputs and definitely some things that maybe I don't even notice myself when it comes down to these animes that they could if they enjoy the content here. So share it and get the word out. Let's grow this channel, people. All right, everybody, take care, and I'll talk to you in the next one. All right, peace.